Today is Tuesday, May 27th, 2025, 6 p.m. Board of Health meeting on the first floor of the meeting room number 2. 1.1 roll call. Dr. Christian Ramirez, Chairman. James McQueer.
Then Todd Oswald.
1.2 additions, deletions. We deleted 1.3, no septic permits for review. Let's go for 1.4 residential trash discussion. Rick, can you give us an update about what transpired at the meeting with Adam regarding the 2 properties that we have that are not in compliance with the codes here in Townsend?
I don't think Rick's on here.
Oh, he's not here?
No.
Okay. So I just want to let the public know that the Board of Health has its mission to create awareness and be the protective of the sanitary codes. And we are willing to work with the people who are not in compliance, who are leaving trash around properties and things like that. But I want to call, and the people know who am I related to, that please contact the Board of Health. We've been trying to reach out, and we haven't gotten a response. And the Board of Health doesn't want to take drastic measures, including enforcing its policy in court. So I would advise these violators to please call the Board of Health office, and we want to work with you, but avoiding the Board of Health is not the best way. Okay? And we want to avoid going to court and avoid any other legal issue, any legal action. Any comments?
I don't believe so. We do, there's 2 residents addresses right now where a letter had gone out, we hadn't received it, so now it's in order. So, and we're waiting for a response from those 2. Typically, that works. There is the 3rd property where we just can't reach the owners because they haven't been in the town for some time now. The property is being rented and they owe a lot of money in back taxes. So under the Mass Sanitary Code, there is a way where we could post a notice on their property and publicize it in the paper 3 days in a row to let them know we're trying to look for them and we'd like them to come to a hearing. But that is really the next step in finding them. We actually had a constable to try and look for them as well, and they were unsuccessful.
So I'm sorry, you have 2 properties that are full of trash, full of
Mostly yard debris.
just stuff.
Yes, 2 properties that are there's violations, but there's not mosquito hazard with standing water. But there is one property that is extremely bad. And we have been trying to locate them since August of 2024. So that's how long we've been trying to work with this property, and we just can't seem to reach the owners.
Who does that? Who tries to get in touch with a homeowner? That you, us?
We do.
We do. We did through certified mail. It came back, nothing. We did through a constable and nothing. So that's why we are asking the people, they know who they are, please come forward. And the Board of Health is open to have a private discussion on a meeting, but it's up to you. So we advise these 2 homes to reach out to us. Nothing said. Let's go to 1.5, GW Shaw's and Sons Contract Commission. We have under our consideration a 2-month extension of the contract. the 2-month extension does not include municipal buildings. This is just the trash pickup for the next 2 months. So while we have this 2-month contract, it'll help us, help the people to subscribe to the flat fee program and the new program that we proposed to be implemented. And the money will come from the 150,000 from stabilization is going to 160,000 from stabilization is going to finance this 2-month extension. If we are able to read the contract and for any questions. Once we as board, if we approve or not the contract, if we approve it, it has to go, where does it go after our signatures, Carla?
Legal and then to the selectmen.
Legal and the select board, because it's according to our bylaws, it's over $5,000, so it requires our signatures and the select board signature. Do I get a motion to approve the 2-month contract extension from July 1st, 2025 to August 31st, 2025?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. We won.
Actually, let's sign two. Make sure that we have two originals. Let's try and sign the blue too. Scan it. We only have two invoices while you're signing that. One is my monthly AT&T bill. And one of them is a certified mailing for one of the properties that we had sent with the code violations, and they actually had called me and we worked out a very nice plan and everything will be fine there. So, that is one certified mailing that was answered.
But this is not the same,
Not the same.
not this two same.
No,
Okay.
No, we had three, now we have two.
You have the,
Oh, I don't, things been a little crazy in the office. If you guys don't mind signing both of those,
Yeah.
I can attach it. Okay. And then next on your agenda is the summer schedule. You have a meeting on 6/10 where we were trying to meet with the finance committee for a joint meeting to discuss the FY 26 budget, but it doesn't look like a Tuesday is gonna work for Christian. So we were hoping to do it on Wednesday or Thursday. So that would be the 11th or 12th. Are you available on those times?
Wednesdays.
Wednesday? Okay. Okay, so let's look for Wednesday. And that would be 6/11.
yeah, available Thursday time.
It can be, but I do have things to do on Thursday also, but I can be here, I can be either way.
Let's do it
Well,
Thursday.
first. You wanna do it Thursday?
Thursday, yes.
Alright,
So what day is that Thursday?
Thursday is the 12th.
6/12.
And we just have to make sure that the FinCom is okay and we'll get a time for that. I don't
Okay,
wanna commit on a time until we speak to them,
okay.
okay? Your next meeting after that is the 24th of June, and then you hit July and August, and Christian asked me, when is the recess for the Board of Health this summer? Would you like to clarify that for him, Jim?
There is no recess.
So, going forward, I think it's gonna be really hard to say, especially if there's a new program that comes in. if it doesn't, and we end up with July first, no trash, I think you're definitely gonna be meeting at least twice to find out what it is that we're going to be dealing with, but, so I don't really think that we could do a summer schedule in July, so we'll just
have to
keep
wait
it
it
at the
as
two
it
meetings
is,
right
yeah.
now. And then maybe in August and September, we can cut it down to one meeting a month,
Okay.
okay?
Okay, any comments, any concerns at this time?
I'd just like to announce my retirement. I will take immediate retirement from the Board of Health due to health issues.
And do we accept Mr. Leclerc's resignation at this time as board?
I would have to say yes, I guess.
Okay. Well, Mr. Leclerc, I want to extend my hand in the name of the people of Townsend. And I want to thank you for all your service, your 24 and plus years at this town. Through thick and thin, we want to thank you with all our hearts for your service and for saying yes to our town beyond your personal interests.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
And we have something for you, Mr. Leclerc. As a thank you, retirement for the 24 years of service to the town of Townsend. We will miss you and wish you well. James Leclerc, Townsend Board of Health, 2001, 2025.
Wow. Hey, it's been a while. It's been a pleasure serving the town of Townsend. I've dealt with a lot of situations. Carl has been a major asset in a lot of that stuff that's happened. And it was a reward to be able to come here for the meetings and to assist the people on the other side of the table in the prosperity of their futures. So, thank you very much.
We thank you.
I miss you, Jim.
Yeah, it's time that I move on. I've got different things to do in my life, but wow. Thank you so much.
And there's already batteries in that clock, so time's ticking.
Thank you, Carla.
So our next Board of Health,
It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure.
our next Board of Health meeting is
The 10th of June, 6 P.M.
10?
Well, that will be, yes, that's our regular
Our meeting.
scheduled meeting. So that will be your regular Board of Health meeting, and I do know that Rick is going to have a few septic permits. So, and then we would be having a joint meeting with the Finance Committee.
Which is a public hearing.
It is a public hearing, so it will need to be publicized in the newspaper as well.
Okay. Well, Mr. Leclerc, again, I want to thank you for your legacy and for your service here for the town of Townsend.
Once again, it's been my honor and my pleasure to be able to assist the people on the other side of the table and make a lot of very, very good decisions to assist everybody in the future.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Jim should make the motion to adjourn before he
Can we
resigns.
ask a few more questions before we quit this meeting
Oh, absolutely.
while I'm here?
Yes.
Okay, great. I just have some questions on the board itself and who's who and what's what and so on and so forth. So. I know you're trying to push the authority thing. Who's got authority over who and where, what and when, right? Do we have an answer for that? As far as selectmen versus us versus,
We're independent from the selectmen.
I know we're independent.
They don't tell us what to do. We don't tell them what to do. We work as an independent body at the Board of Health.
And if you remember the presentation that we had the other night, last week, they presented the Board of Health authority even over trash. And we have to work with the bylaws that we have that are in effect.
Right, so for instance, right, we, the other night, we were pushing the purple bag implement with $125 fee, and they kept shooting it down. Is that,
At the end, this Valerie, the new select member, she placed it nicely, presented to the people and let the people vote. Because the select board, they had the responsibility to present to the public a balanced budget. But we have a finance committee that was designated by the people of Townsend to assist in that effort. If the select board is listening to the finance committee or not, I don't think so. And they should meet as one to think about what is the best for the people. And this is not, I don't want it to be seen as a Game of Thrones power war or anything like that. But the thing is that if you have a group of people that were elected, constituted by the people of Townsend, listen to them. You have the finance committee, and our authority comes from law 111, if I'm not mistaken correctly, the sanitary code.
Chapter 160 sanitary code.
So that's why we presented that meeting, because we were under the impression that the select board has been imposing or stepping our toes in our authority as the Board of Health. And we needed to make that clear, because the responsibility of trash, for instance, is something solely from the Board of Health. But we recognize that at the end, that if the people agrees to what we've been proposing, the select board has to sign in good faith whatever contract comes out of it.
So what was the outcome of last week's meeting with the select board,
We don't have one yet.
right?
The only thing what Valerie said, present it to the people and have the people vote on it. That was,
Is that what we're gonna do?
When's that meeting?
Well, that's, I think, why we need to meet with the finance committee, because we want to make sure that we have exactly the wording correctly. But that is, my understanding is that's where the Board of Health is going, is to present that plan to them, the trash implementation plan that you presented to the Board of Selectmen last week.
Is that gonna be a special town meeting?
No, that'll
No,
be right in the town meeting,
the
on the,
continuation on the 18th.
as they're setting the budget.
Okay.
Okay,
So when do we do that?
Well, you're gonna be meeting on the 12th instead of the 10th now, hopefully, with the finance committee. So as long as you get the support from the finance committee, I would think that you will be presenting that budget to
the
the
people,
people at the town meeting on
We
the
did last
18th.
week.
Well, no, you presented it to the selectmen, you
We
didn't.
selected FinCom first,
we did a proposal
right?
that we presented to FinCom, and then we presented to the select board. But on this public hearing, my plan is to present with the specific numbers. Remember that the select board was asking for numbers?
Right.
Well, I would deliver those numbers on that public hearing. And the people will have any questions, or if we need to amend either way, we will do that. But those numbers that the select board was asking, they will have it on that meeting. Okay? Mr. Leclerc, can I get a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second it.
All in favor?
Excuse me.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Say aye.
Say aye. Meeting adjourned at 6:20 PM.